My name is TJ, and you suck at Arma Reforger. You think standing out in bushes makes you invisible? You're reloading out in the open like it's a cutscene or something? And you treat every forest like it's your personal kill zone, and yet you're the one dying. Constantly. But don't worry, I'm here to fix that. Today I got 10 tips for surviving gunfights in the bushiest hellholes Reforger has to offer. 5 tips for when you're the ambusher, and 5 tips for when you're... you. Yes, I'm covering both sides of the fight because let's be honest, you're not always the predator in this forest fantasy. And hey, if you haven't watched my other Arma tutorials yet, you probably should. Or not. I'm not your dad. Let's get into it. Tip 1. Pick a spot. Do you ever lie down next to a stick, shoot someone, and wonder why you get lit up 2 seconds later? That's because you're not in cover, alright? You're just horizontal. Picking a proper ambush spot isn't just about concealment. It's about positioning, meaning high ground. It's about vision, meaning the stuff you can see. And it's about escape routes, meaning actually having a backup plan for once. You need preferably a shadowy area with a view of where your enemy's gonna walk into, not where they already are. You want an angle that's awkward for them to look at, but perfect for you to aim from. So high ground helps, foliage helps, and if you don't have a clear escape path before you start, then you've already screwed up. This is not a Disney movie, alright? You don't win because you're in a pretty forest surrounded by butterflies and stuff. You win because you set the trap right and you plan the exit correctly. Tip 2. Your gear. Look, if you show up to an ambush with an SMG and iron sights... Do I even have to say it? Your gear matters, alright? If your optic zooms like a potato and your recoil turns your gunfights into interpretive jazz dance, then you're in trouble, buddy. Before you even think about picking a spot, ask yourself, what is my actual effective range? Not your weapon, but you as a person. Can you handle that range under pressure when it counts? Do you have the stamina to reposition afterwards, or are you just planning to lie down and wheeze like that frickin' penguin from Toy Story? The forest is unforgiving, and you cannot half-ass your loadout like it's casual MP5 Fridays, alright? Bring the right gear, or prepare to die with whatever garbage you thought looked cool at spawn. Tip 3. First shot. Your first shot is everything when it comes to ambushing. Now this could be just a normal rifle, it could be a sniper rifle or a DMR shot that has to hit, it could be an RPG shot, just anything. It's your one moment to go from bush idiot to tactical Rambo genius. If your first shots don't kill, then you just opened a conversation that you're not really ready to have right now. And trust me, they brought more bullets to it than you did. That first shot needs to at least drop someone. No panic spray, no warning shots in the air, alright? If they survive and start calling you out on comms, then your position is definitely toast. The second you pull that trigger, the clock is instantly ticking on your survival. So make it count, or make peace with that nice looking respawn screen that the devs made specially for you. Tip 4. Move. I've said it a million times, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. This is not Call of Duty. You don't get to sit there and reload in the same bush like a goldfish with a frickin' gun, alright? You dump a full mag into a group of enemies and then you move, alright? No discussion. Alright, fire your shots, and whether you hit or miss, I don't care. You reposition. Change elevation, change direction, maybe use that backup plan to get to a second spot. Just crawl like 20 meters sideways like a depressed crab. Don't stay put, alright? The number of people who get killed because they thought, I'll just peek again from the same spot since they didn't shoot at me last time, is honestly impressive. Don't be part of that dude's highlight reel. Tip 5. Chaos. I am of the humble opinion that you should let go of the idea that you need to wipe the floor with everyone. You are not special forces, alright? You're not even forces at this point. You're still just special. Your goal here is to make their life miserable, alright? Vietnam style. You don't need to kill everyone, you just shoot one guy in the leg, cause confusion, knock another guy out, get them yelling at each other. If you can scatter them, make them paranoid, or force them to waste grenades on nothing, then that's a win in your book. You're a psychological equivalent of stepping on Legos in the dark, alright? Do that and you've already won. Alright, cool. So you got the drop on like 5 guys once. That's nice, but let's be real, you're not always gonna be the one pulling the trigger first. So now let's talk about what happens when you get caught slipping. Because you will, and it's gonna be embarrassing. Tip 1. Lay down. Let me paint the picture here. You're walking through the woods, vibing with the boys, right? You got that one guy mic spamming some 70s rock music or whatever. Maybe you're even checking your map like the confident little strategist that you think you are, and then snap! A shot hits near you, and what do? You stand up, you spin a full 360 because your mouse sensitivity isn't dialed in yet, and you're... No. Okay? No. No panic. Step 1, you hit the ground. Now, you're gonna either do this out of your own key presses, or the enemy is gonna help you by putting a little hole between your eyes, but you're gonna... Step 1... Hit the ground, alright? Get prone, crawl, roll sideways, just do anything except standing there soaking in bullets like a confused scarecrow. The moment someone shoots at you, you basically gotta assume that they've already lined up their second shot, and you're not really Neo from the Matrix, you're just a juicy meat pinata. Getting low immediately, hopefully breaks their line of sight and reduces your hitbox. If you keep running upright, then you're just making it easier for them to play tag you're dead. Tip 2. Line of sight. Breaking line of sight is not optional if you want to survive. You're not trying to win the gunfight just yet, alright? You're just trying to not get deleted right now. That means anything that stops them from seeing you is your new best friend. A tree trunk, a bush, a friendly vehicle, even enemy vehicle, a big rock, a little dip in the terrain, even a dead teammate if you're really feeling desperate. Just get out of their field of view as fast as possible, and then just stay there for a little bit, alright? Don't poke your head up. This is not Whack-A-Mole Reforger. Break line of sight and remain hidden. Tip 3. Suppress. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I did a video about being an LMG gunner. Suppressive fire is not about accuracy, alright? It's about translating the amount of panic that you have in your brain into your fingertips. You don't need to hit anything. You just need to make the enemy think that maybe you might hit anything. Lay down some rounds in the general direction that they came from. You can hit trees, you can hit the rocks, you can hit the bushes, just anything. If they hear gunfire and bullets whizzing past their heads, they're probably gonna be thinking about their own cover instead of shooting you. This is gonna buy you precious seconds of time, and in Reforger forests, time is kinda like armor. Tip 4. Flank. If you press M, you can open your map. Your map exists for more than just marking where you died last time, so use it, you know? If you know the directions that the shots came from, then don't run straight at that point like some vengeful toddler with a plastic knife. Swing wide, take the long route. Yes, this is gonna take more time than just running straight at them, obviously. Circle around and flank from a direction that they don't expect. Not only does this keep you alive longer, but if you time this right, you're gonna show up behind them while they're still shooting bushes. Tip 5. Run. If like 90% of your teammates get taken out, then just remember that you are not Captain America. Running towards gunfire with your chest out is not brave. It's just a dingus move, alright? Survive first, then escape, and then possibly call for help. And use your smoke grenades to throw behind you as you retreat. Try and regroup, and then decide if you want to go back in. If you're dead, then you can't really help anyone. And no one is gonna remember your heroic charge if it ends in you lying face down in the ground somewhere. Now let's do a quick little recap before I end the video here. If you're the first shot, then pick a proper ambush spot, not just the nearest pile of leaves. Bring the right gear, make the first shot count, shoot, move, and repeat. Cause chaos. You're supposed to become a frontline forest gremlin Rambo guy. For the 5 tips of when you get jumped in the forest by 5 dudes. First, hit the ground. Don't try to withstand bullets. Second, break line of sight. Third, suppress everything. Just the general direction. Just keep suppressing. It's not accurate, but it's aggressive, so suppress. Fourth, flank wide. 5, survive first, kill later. Or kill never. But at least live long enough to being annoying little Now I want to thank you all for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.